slides, I think, that I want to show. We're a Berlin-based technology company, 21 people, tech company, but we run our own utility business. Why do we do this? Because we think the energy transition doesn't stop with building power plants. That's cute, that's important. It's really important to have power plants, but you need to have somebody in the background to really connect this electricity to end users, to make it usable. And that's our mission, and I want to show you a couple of slides. This is all about the problem. I mean, which problem do we actually face? In the utility business, and utility actually means companies like Vattenfall, RWE, PG&E in the US, who have you. The status quo is that they always have been very centralized from their mindset, from the idea to build gigawatt power plants. Everything they have is centralized, and everything they have is, in a sense, a homegrown sort of processes. Oh, that's easier. Processes where they actually use external software or clumsily written software and have a lot of manual processes, and outcomes a business that is run in a very deterministic way. So if you, for instance, talk to Uniper, a German utility company that owns power plants, they already can tell you when they're going to switch off the power plants in 12 months' time. Because everything in the DNA is about being deterministic, understanding everything based on previous history, and predicting the future based on this deterministic worldview. Now, the bad news for these guys is everything is changing. So where you used to have a gigawatt power plant, now you have millions of kilowatt power plants. So basically, the world is changing. You need to be able to address millions of distributed energy assets. They can be solar roofs, could be electric vehicles, could be wind farms, could be anything. And if you connect to 1 million of devices, just think about the amount of data that you're going to generate. It's going to be a massive amount of data. So you need, in the new world as a utility, you need to have artificial intelligence methods to really sift through this, to actually be able to predict, to not use your historical knowledge of what happened, but actually predict what is going to happen. And basically, this is what we're going to do. As a vision, we connect the kilowatt hours from wind farms to end customers. So we really make the green energy usable. Our advantage is that we have built our own sophisticated energy as a platform IT system that uses a lot of proprietary technology to really address this issue. And the way that we make money as a business model, we're selling power to end customers. B2C, so anybody in this room could actually sign up and get our electricity. It's completely green because it's from our own wind farms that we manage, not our own wind farms that we manage on behalf of these owners. And we also do sell B2B2C, and that would be maybe a discussion with Frank, who was here before, that he has a retail business and we're already managing retail electricity customer for a wind developer in Germany. So the vision is to make the energy transition happen. The tools, we developed our own technology. The way to make money, selling electricity. Now, if you want to sell electricity, what we started to understand pretty soon is nobody really likes to think about electricity. And nobody likes to think about buying green energy. I mean, green energy as a market in Germany has already been saturated. 10% of the people in Germany get their green energy, and that's fine. So we thought, how can we sell electricity in a way that really speaks and is relevant for end customers? And we decided to use an approach like an internet company out of Berlin would do. You just segment your customers. You look at certain demographics. You look at people who are not 40 million German households, but you look at people who are part of one demographic, and you can talk to them and engage with them in a conversation online. And that's why you'll never find our electricity product as Greenstone Energy, but you may find it as Mustahab Energy, as Expert Energy, or as New Energy Cloud, which is where we always sell green energy with a value proposition. So Mustahab Energy is a product for the Muslim community in Germany, where we give people a donation option to support the local association, and we're working together with the Liberal-Islamischer Bund e.V., basically the representation organization of liberal Muslims in Germany. And they couldn't really believe that somebody from the utility sector comes to them and says, well, why wouldn't you like to really build up your community, take advantage of donations from your own people by them using clean energy? And so that's what we're actually doing. So we have always an energy product that we sell to end customers with a value proposition. Expat energy. We're the only ones in Germany actually having English contracts. We're the only one in Germany that are offering credit card payments. That's not a game changer, but if you interact with people online, you can actually much easier target somebody who's an expat than an average German, because there's 200,000 expats in Germany. There's 40 million households. How would you actually target them online? And I think that's all I wanted to say. We're doing a couple of million revenues this year, so we have locked in 2 million revenues already this year. And we want to be the technology provider, not just in Germany, but also on a larger scale with our energy as a platform to help really enable the energy transition. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the timing, first of all. Any questions from the audience for Erik, the virtual utility man? No questions? One question here.
So what's the USP? What do you do that others can't do? Unique selling point.
So I didn't want to talk too much about technology because I have 5 minutes. We have a unique platform with 34 services, basically offering everything that you need to run your own utility. We've put something together in a way that brings the cost of running a utility business down by a factor of 10, using our own software that we develop for ourselves. And my end goal is that in order to get the energy transition really to work, to really balance every 3 seconds our portfolio of green energy power plants and the consumption from the end users. Today, you need to do it every 15 minutes, which is never going to work with the energy transition. You see, a wind farm doesn't really care that the regulator said you need to balance your consumption and your generation every 15 minutes. The wind farm will always generate electricity and then you have to manage it. And so that's really unique. We're bringing the technology to a new level. But the most important effect from my point of view is 10 times efficiency savings compared to other utilities.
Was that clear? Perfect. Thank you very much, Erik.